Hello everyone, Namaskar. This is Amol Vinayak Dadas. Today we are going to discuss about important topic in geography, that is the Indian monsoon. So now, what do you mean by Indian monsoon? So we are going to discuss about the phenomena, how it works, how this monsoon wind prevails in India, how it functions, how this Indian climatic condition is unique. It is actually no other country in the world has this type of unique characteristic or monsoon type of climatic condition. So first of all, I would like to tell you the history of this word named monsoon. As of you know, all of us knows that the Europeans or ancient sailors, including Arabs, they came to India. They experienced different and unique type of climatic condition in India. Especially Arab, they give this name. They gave this name, that is monsoon. So monsoon is nothing but the Arabic word, which is actually mausim. Mausim. This, if you try to analyze this word in Hindi, it is also there. Mausam. If you also try to take this word in Urdu, it is also there. Mausam means Hindi, Urdu. Mausam came from Arab, that is mausim, which is nothing but the monsoon. So now this is all about the name monsoon. So now how this monsoon wind actually get attracted towards the India. What is the phenomena? What is the function? As of you know, Indian peninsula, actually India is having unique geographical condition, location, then plain, plateaus, different types of physiographic divisions also they are like present in India. Like Himalaya, we have desert, we have plateau, we have plain, we have Western Ghat, we have Eastern Ghat, we have coastal area, we have islands, everything we have. So that is why India is one of the multi-diverse country in terms of, not only in terms of culture but also in terms of physical features, reliefs and all. So now, if you see the location of India near the equator and the Indian Ocean, that is Hindi Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean, if we like try to analyze how this monsoon winds travels to India from Pacific Ocean, there is actually phenomena. Geographically, wind blows from high pressure area to low pressure area. Now, how to identify how high pressure area and low pressure area? So, simple technique: wherever there is high temperature, wherever there is high temperature, that area will have low pressure, and wherever there is low temperature, that area will have high pressure. So now, if you see, if you take example of India, so naturally, whenever there is low pressure area prevails on the land area or Indian subcontinent, and high pressure area creates in the ocean. So what happens? Wind blows from high pressure to low pressure. Okay. So now naturally, if you see Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean. So if you compare the level of pressure in Indian Ocean as well as in Pacific Ocean. So in Pacific Ocean, whenever there is a high pressure area, that wind once in a year blows towards the Indian Ocean. Now one more thing, don't think that monsoon wind will directly come to India. No, so it travels from Pacific Ocean towards the coast of Africa somewhere, but because of the Madagascar, which is present near the equator, because of high pressure in the Madagascar or on the offshore of or on the coastal area of Madagascar, that again that wind turns, means goes attracted towards the Madagascar, but because of high pressure area, that wind again blows toward Indian subcontinent. So once in a year, like last week of the May or starting of the June, this is the nothing but the starting of the Indian monsoon. So that wind reaches to the coast of India from Kerala, then from Karnataka, Goa, then Maharashtra, and again crossing Western Ghat enters in the mainland of India. So this is nothing but the general overview of how wind blows from Pacific Ocean to the Indian subcontinent. Now, actually, Indian monsoon starts from June, July, August, September, and sometimes up to the October. But what happens after October? Sometime what happens? Because of changing in the ITCZ zone. What is ITCZ zone? That is the International Tropical Convergence Zone. Okay, which is during the rainy season, which is near the Himalayan ranges, and which shifts because of the tiltness of the earth, which shift to the and rotation of the earth and revolution of the earth, which shift to the little bit downside the southern part of India. So because of that, what happens? After October, there is a reversal in the pressure. Means, for example, earlier as we have seen, the high pressure area which is present in the Indian Ocean and that side Madagascar area, and low pressure area near northern part of India attracts wind. One more thing, Tibetan Plateau. Don't forget Tibetan Plateau. Because of Tibetan Plateau's temperature, that again also like it is also beneficial for the Indian monsoon. But what happens after October? The changes in the ITCZ, that is International Tropical Convergence Zone. So because of that, the level of pressure also changes. So high pressure area creates near the northern part of India and low pressure area creates near the southern part of India. So that what happened then? So this automatically this monsoon wind actually take turn because of presence of Himalaya. Himalaya becomes a barrier and plays an important role as a barrier. Because of that, Himalaya wind takes turn, and again because of this low pressure area in the southern part, again wind blows toward the southern part of India. So now after October, November, December, if you see, the eastern coast of India receives retreating monsoon rainfall. And one more thing, like middle portion also there, means for example whatever the cities and places are there, for example Gadchiroli in Maharashtra, if you see some part of Telangana, Bangalore can be part of it. So this area sometimes receives non-seasonal rainfall because of retreating monsoon. So this way is actually we can understand the phenomenon of monsoon. Now one more thing, while discussing this thing, some important things are also like we should analyze that what are the important concepts related with the monsoon. Now I hope everyone might have heard about the El Nino, La Nino, okay, but one more word is related with this, that is ENSO, that is El Nino Southern Oscillation, or SO, that is Southern Oscillation. What does it mean? If you see the western coast of South America, that is Chile, Ecuador, that country, Colombia, that from Peru, that countries are having actually their location near the western coast of the South America. Okay, so that area, that Humboldt current, that is also called as Peruvian current or Humboldt current, because of changes in the that current changes into the from cold current to hot current. So because of that hot current and cold current, level of pressure also changes. So after 3 or in between 3 to 7 years, sometimes what happens in India, this phenomena becomes negative for India. Why? Because this has a negative impact on the monsoon of India, or level of rainfall decreases after 3 to 7 years. Means the way we are getting regular rainfall or the monsoon, sometimes after like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, this system changes. Why? This area, because of hot currents, higher the temperature, lower the pressure. Because of that lower pressure, if you compare pressure in Pacific Ocean, pressure in Indian Ocean, so automatically what I told you, that wind blows from high pressure to low pressure. Now here I am not saying that Indian Ocean has a low pressure, but as compared to whatever pressure which is present in Indian Ocean, as compared to that, Pacific Ocean, Southern Pacific Ocean, ocean actually faces that low pressure area. So that is why sometime whatever wind which we receive in the month of June in India as a monsoon wind, that monsoon wind does not attract towards Indian subcontinent. Instead of that, it get attracted towards the Pacific Ocean. So whatever amount of rainfall which we are going to expected to fall in India get reduced. This is a natural phenomenon actually. So this is nothing but called as El Nino. El Nino is actually word which is a negative impact, which brings negative impact on the Indian subcontinent. Now that is why I told you this is also called as South Oscillation, Southern Oscillation. And if you join these two words, that is ENSO, that is El Nino Southern Oscillation, it becomes ENSO. So you can call it as a ENSO or El Nino or Southern Oscillation, which is because of that Indian subcontinent receives minimum or lesser amount of monsoon wind or rainfall. And now Now again, like within 1 minute, I'll tell you that what is the impact of this El Nino and southern oscillation. So naturally, if we receive less rainfall, then what will happen? The planning, agricultural planning collapse. Whatever expected outcome or food grain production reduces. So if you see, India is actually ranks amongst top 5 country in the world regarding all type of production, like food crops, commercial crops and all. But sometimes after 3 or 5 years, what happens because of this irregular rainfall or affect negative impact of the El Nino or ENSO, which reduces the level of rainfall, and that level of rainfall again reduces the production, crop production or food grain production in India. So that is why if you see many states in India, Maharashtra ranks first in terms of suicide cases of farmers. So why it happens? Because of the loan, because of the seed loan, because of the farm loan. Some like many farmers, if they're trying to take do agriculture, and they're trying to take more and more production. So because of this El Nino or ENSO or southern oscillation, they will not don't get expected production, and it becomes heavy loss to them. So that is why this is also emerging topic actually, that farmer suicide, which is related with the imbalance, like natural reduction in the rainfall, monsoon rainfall. So these are the important things. While studying UPSC, you people not only should read what do you mean by monsoon, but also the functions of the weather, climate, the pressure, changes in the pressure, what are the important points in the monsoon, how it reflects. These things are also to be analyzed by you. You should go through it. I think you understood the topic, the Indian monsoon, in a short thing. Thank you so much. We will meet in next class. Bye bye. Take care.